are finished! I've heard stories about the Causeway Gates, but I've never... seen one before.
guy's blood.
You found the tree, didn't you? And something more.
How do you know about the tree? You weren't there when the Legion fell.
Saw it in a dream. A lot of us have seen it. Even the young, the sons and daughters of Legionnaires, who were barely born.
At the foot of the tree, I spoke to a boy.
Golden hair, piercing eyes. Stories of that boy go back to the first conclave. And that's not a thought.
He gave me the power to open the causeways. In return,
no one at all. But why not? What does he fear?
if I can open the causeway, we shouldn't wait any longer.
He's right, Odo. We can think on the boys.
When you reach the other side, you'll find yourself in a crypt, I think. Head west, straight for the main square. Raджani is probably holed up inside the town hall. Take her all.
Is Martin well enough to fight?
I've already told Martin.
No, but we can't leave the villagers to fend for themselves. Maybe distract some of the other Leskanzi too. The ones outside the town.
The causeway. When I'm inside, what can I expect?
In my day, they were safe. Try not to look down. That's the best advice I can give. Eyes ahead and keep moving no matter what.
Anything else I should know?
The Boyar. The Tsar Basili. They're probably...
Remember, we're the Legion. We will overcome.
This mausoleum belonged to the Gundrex, an old and unlucky family. Dark Sister's name? Are you some ghost of the Legion?
I'm no goat.
Your confidence. How can you match yourself against the Sconzi magic? Terrible defense! Die, fool! You can match yourself against the Sconzi magic? Raджani is close. I can feel her eyes upon us. Judged.
The girl. I know her. Is this some kind of ruse?
Me? You're mistaken. We've never met.
Whatever illusions you've spun, you won't break my resolve. Not even with such a cruel trick. My lady charged me to stop you, and I will not fail. Righteousness shall be your doom. Righteousness shall be your doom.
for Odo's friend, Lazar.
Thank you. I heard the commotion upstairs. That woman! She... Raджani is beaten, but she isn't dead. Well, we shall soon rip... How dare she march an army into Ravensrill and murder good sons of the Legion? I'll see her hang! You're Lazar Basili, the boyar of the town? Boyar is an old and stuffy title. Lazar is... You're the only prisoner? With Lascanzi walking the streets? No need. My people fear the witchmen. They're the villain... We should get back. Quite right.
The town is ours. They're fleeing into the woods in total disarray.
What about Raджani? You saw how she fights. She calls fire at will, and her eyes, they're like...
Who are you, girl? You look like someone I knew. You speak with her voice. But that woman is dead and gone.
Anjali is one of us. A child of the Legion, like me.
My friend speaks the truth, Raджani. Whoever you think I am, you're wrong.
Or perhaps you're a false prophet meant to lead me astray. If you fight for the Legion, you're an enemy. Nothing more.
The Legion's done nothing to you.
My lady has told me of the Legion's crimes. She defeated you once, and she'll defeat you again.
Jane Cassinda, the old enemy. 30 years on and she's still hunting the Legion.
And why should she not? You're traitors, kingslayers, murderers.
Kingslayers? Murderers? What does she mean?
Lies. Stories that the old king was murdered by the Legion. That's how Jane Cassinda turned the people against us. She claimed that the Legion betrayed its oath, tried to seize power for its...
They're not lies. My lady spoke the truth. But believe what you want.
How can we be a threat to you? We don't even know who you are.
She's an Archon! I know it sounds mad, but look at her. Just like the stories.
What do these stories say about Archons?
They were divine messengers, heralds of the old creator gods. You see their pictures in books. Statues of them are supposed to bring luck.
We have to decide what to do with her. Suggestions?
She attacked a defenseless town, murdered your friends at the estate. Why are we discussing this? Kill her and let justice be...
Wait. Listen to her words. She's misguided, confused. She's yielded. What if we set her free? Show Jane Cassinda that the Legion still has honor.
Raджani, you're free to go. We're not your enemies, and we never were.
You're mad. Now my lady will know your strength. Next time she'll send more of us against... But if that's what you want, then I'll go.
I agree with the armored wench. You are mad, both of you, stark and raving.
No. We planted a seed. Now we wait and see how it grows. Come. We should return to the chapter house and decide our next move.
I'm ready. Our business here is done.
Against the might of the Cassinder's lieutenant was vanquished. Her mercenaries' hold on the route. In times past, the Legion's judgment was merciful and fair to spare her life. Who can say how an unexpected mercy might change an enemy's heart? As the folk of the Rill set about rebuilding, we prepared for our next move. Our old enemy was stronger than, and she still plotted our demise. The Rukenval chapter house would not be our sanctuary, but a staging ground for what was to come. Martin tells me that Jane Cassinder was behind this. She acted fast. That means she's a...
Raджani was full of lies about the Legion. We set her free as a sign of goodwill.
You're an idealist, Martin. Don't assume our enemies have honor. Least of all, Jane Cassinder.
Why is Jane Cassinder so determined to kill us?
The woman's a mystery. As far as we know, she was raised by the Azanite Church. Must have been 18, 19 years old when the king died. She paraded through the streets of Bisselberg, claimed...
Was there any truth in what she said?
No. My father would never have died for the Legion if he'd believed Jane's lies.
Some legionnaires did believe. Bohemund of St. Ellis, Garin Marcel, prominent men. They renounced the Legion, stood by while the rest of us were hunted and killed.
Our numbers are too few. Can we find more men and women of Legion blood?
Might be a few left. Not enough to build an army. But if we spread the word that the Legion has returned, we can rally Jane's enemies against her. We should start by reclaiming the Grand Chapter House, the old Legion headquarters in Stonebridge.
Have you heard any news from Stonebridge?
The city's still safe as far as we know. They have their mechanical army to protect them.
And there's no danger of Stonebridge allying with Jane. But you lived most of your life at the college, so you know that better than us.
I grew up in Stonebridge, and I'm not sure they'll accept the Legion with open arms.
They might not welcome us, but they won't dare drive us out. 30 years ago, they betrayed the Legion, and they're still ashamed of what they did. They'll leave us alone if...
So the Stonebridge chapter house is different than the others?
It's bigger, grander. They built it during our golden age. We claim that chapter house, hang our banners out front, people...
How do we get to Stonebridge, then?
Stonebridge lies to the south and west.
Martin and I will stay here for...
We owe them. They've endured a great deal for our sake.
We have a causeway gate here. Surely there must be.
There is, but it's shut. Montbaron ordered a causeway gate can only be opened from the outside, and only by a privileged few.
Why send me? We could all go together.
The Radiant Youth chose you for a reason. You're meant to lead us, not Martin.
All right. I'll head south for Stonebridge.
Jane Cassinder controls most of the land between here and Stonebridge. Her soldiers wear the raiment of the Azanite Church.
Once you're inside the chapter house, look for the causeway.
You're the vanguard of the Legion.